Hey guys, Dino here, and welcome to another Ranking Minecraft Blocks. In today's episode, we're going to be ranking all of the blue blocks in Minecraft, so let's hop straight into it, shall we? Okay, first off, we got blue glazed terracotta. Now this one is, I don't know, it's like the least offensive of the terracotta, glazed terracotta specifically. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I don't think anyone really is, but it's not that bad, so I'd put it in B for now. Like, I'd still use it. It's got its uses. It doesn't look too bad, and you can create some cool designs with it and stuff. Like, I think it's cool. I think it's got its purpose for texturing and stuff like that, which if you guys watch my streams, you know I am obsessed with. Next up, we got some 3 automatic F tiers. I love concrete. It makes building things so cool because it allows you to see texture. Mixing concrete, which is almost completely solid color, with other more textured blocks, it's so beautiful. I'm sorry, I love it. And also just having a plain, straight color is really useful in building. So, yeah, I really like it. I don't like the powders as much because even though they're great for texture, which is why they're A tier, you have to put a block underneath them or else they're just going to fall. Because gravity, and that's how that works. Gotta love the rainbow sand. Next up is tube coral. So, like I said when I was doing my gray blocks, I actually like coral better when it's alive. Still not my favorite. I definitely don't like it that much. It's not the best one. But just when it's alive and has a vibrant color, it's so much nicer than when it's dead and just ugly. Next, we've got blue ice, which also isn't that great, not that bad. I don't think many of these are going to go F tier, honestly. But I don't use it. I don't build with ice. I don't do any of that. Some people like to use it, and to each their own, I guess, but just not my cup of tea. Next up, we've got some Cyan glazed terracotta. Now, this is one of the ones I'm talking about that's just like, it's not, the creeper face isn't centered. Like, I can't. My brain says no, so it's automatic F tier. I was just saying that I didn't think any of these were going to go F tier. Then I remembered that. This offends me. I dislike it. Moving on. Now we've got light blue glazed terracotta, which is another one of the ones that I think is awesome. I really like this one. I don't know why. I would use it more than I would use that one, but it's still not high enough to be A tier, obviously. Ooh, Shulker Boxes. See, I can't build with them, but but they are still really cool. They're really cool. I don't know, just their function is fun, and dyeing them cool colors is fun. I don't know. And next we got the warped Wart block. This is a newer block in the Nether update, so I'm not like super familiar with it, but it looks really cool. Like mixing this up with some other blocks to create texture is really nice. So I would put it up in A tier as well. Not S tier because like I said, haven't really had a chance to like dip my fingers into building with it. So how can I form an opinion on a building block if I've never really touched it? Still think it's cool though. Now we are on stairs, dark prismarine. That, honestly, for me, C. Same with normal Prismarine, but Prismarine brick would go up in B. I don't know, I don't use Prismarine that often. I think it's very cool. I think it's very useful if you use it properly. It's just, I don't like the bathroom tile look. I'm not going to use it for anything other than a bathroom. This just looks so rough and eh. So if I'm going to use Prismarine, I'm going to use Prismarine bricks just because it's nice and smooth and it looks intentional, I guess is the best way to put it. Same story as the blocks for these. Once again, bathroom tile, intentional. It just looks a little rough. I don't know. It looks like a blue brain. It kind of makes me think of those, like, the brain from the Star Kid musical, the guy who didn't like musicals. That is definitely not PG. It's more PG-13, I guess I would say. But if you're able to watch it, I would totally suggest watching it. It's so cool, super good musical. But it reminds me of the brain of the aliens in that musical. It just, eh. Okay, now we're on stained glass. I didn't include panes, I just included glass because it's the same story for each of them, except I prefer panes. But, I don't know, I like it. I don't use it. I use light blue glass more than I use any of the other ones when I'm doing, like, stained glass work and stuff like that. Oh, and then packed ice, same story as the blue ice, just goes down in C. Yeah, I don't know. Just not the biggest fan, but now we're on to some blocks that I do really like. We got some blue terracotta and some light blue terracotta. Personally, big fan. Like I said before, I love blocks that are more flat colored, and I just love how we have a less vibrant option for more blues and purpley tones than just straight concrete. And so that's why the terracotta blocks are absolutely amazing. I wish we had more color variation because it gets to a point where, like, we have these two blue ones and then everything else is brown. And so, like, I just wish we had some more dull, flat color variants, but these two are some of the best ones out there in the game, and I use them all the time if I can get my hands on them. Just a little fun fact about that, but yeah. Okay, now we're getting kind of more into some opinionated, like, stuff, but same thing once again for all the Prismarines. Like, it's just, that's the same, these are just the half-slab versions. Unlike with gray blocks, I don't have any difference of opinion for slabs and stuff like that. What? Except I messed that up. That doesn't go there. Wait, or does it? No, it does. Okay. My brain just went blip. And then, okay, sometimes I keep in functionality in-game. And the only functionality of a diamond block in-game is to store more diamonds in a chest. It's ugly. I'm never gonna build with it. Its only purpose of existing is to flex on other people or to more effectively store something. I don't see the point. I don't get it. Oh, and here's something different. See, my problem with these two ices is the fact they are completely opaque. You cannot see through them. Well, packed ice, blue ice, it makes sense that you can't. But a fun trick to do for windowing is to use just ice. Because if you look, let's line up some ice, you get kind of more of like a frosted window look, which is sometimes nicer, especially with the continuous pattern, than using stained glass panes or stained glass. I don't know, I think it's a look, it serves its purpose. I personally like it. Actually, I think I like it better than where I put it. So it's not B, it is most definitely A. I just think it's a fun little trick to pull out. Now we are on to these ones. I didn't know if I should count them as blocks or not, but I just was like, yeah, sure. These are the warped fence and fence gate. They go and see, it's not because I dislike warped wood. Actually, if anything, I really, really like it. Like, I really like it. I think it's so fun, but just, why would I use a fence and fence gate when I know that I myself could build such a much more pretty wall out of just, like, the logs and stuff like that? I'll show you that in a second. I'll give you, like, an example. And I guess sometimes I'll use the fence and stuff to top it, but just, I can build something prettier and it just as effective as a fence, so I don't see the point. Well, I get the point, but I don't use the point. So yeah, as I was saying, I know I can make something just as effective and better looking. Like, look, okay. You can, instead of like having a weird little doohickey, you can literally just use this and other wood for variation to create like a cool little wall effect. Super simple, super easy, and it looks so much better than just a zigzagging fence. I don't know, it's just as effective, and I think it looks better, which is why this block specifically goes in S tier, along with the, like, full all sides version, because see there, that has the wood grain, this doesn't. Next, a lapis block. Same opinion with diamond, except it's a little more effective for storing, because you get so much lapis from a lapis ore. Wool, okay. Light wool, cyan wool, blue wool. Great texturing elements, not my tippy-top favorites, obviously, but they're on the same vein as the concrete powders and, like, the wart block. Just, beautiful, gorgeous. I love it. Next we're on the warped slab, and also warped planks. But those, I would say, are a solid B tier, actually, because I don't use them all the time. I actually prefer just using the plain, straight-up stripped log, but I don't know, they're still pretty, they're still useful, and they're nice color. And now we're on to another one that's just like, I realized as I grabbed it, ew. Shame. I don't know why, like, I get its use, like, maybe you could use the sides to indicate, like, corruption or something, but just, like, I hate it. I don't have any reason for why I hate it. I just do. Now we're on to blocks that I didn't know if I should include them or not, but I'm gonna include them anyway for the sake of elongating this video. Hey, I'm a YouTuber. Get used to it. Okay, we're on to the ores, Lapis Lazuli ore and diamond ore. For building purposes, I can see why you would use them, I guess. If you're doing caves and stuff like that, like they add some nice variation to the stone wall. I don't dislike them as much as I dislike their block counterparts, but still, eh. And the reason I didn't originally know if I should include them or not was just because of the amount of gray, but then I realized I don't think I included these in my gray block video, so if I'm not going to include them there, I have to include them here. Next is the Warped Nelium. I was so unsure whether or not this counted as a blue block or a red block, and I'm still unsure. I'm just going to use it anyway because there is blue on it. This one goes also in C. I see its purpose, I understand why. I don't use it personally. Next up is a beacon. I love beacons. They're functional, they look so cool, they add so much to a build if you do it right. I don't know, I love beacons, they're cool. Same story actually with the twisting vines. So if you guys watch me stream, Twitch linked in the description down below, if you watch me stream, you know that in the stream village, I used this as like a little bit of a decorative piece inside of a house, as like a pillar kind of thing, just kind of distinct, different, but a lot thinner than just anything else, and a lot more solid looking than a fence, like the warped fence, like planks and stuff like that. So I personally really like it. I think it's got a bunch of practical applications. I don't know why I have to feel like I justify this. My opinion is correct, your opinion is wrong. Just moving on. Now this one. It's got blue, it's got white, and it's got yellow. I have no clue where to classify this, so I'm just going to use it because there's blue on it. But same story as the other ones. Like, well, not all the other ones. Put it in B. I like that. I like the little sun pattern. You can use it to make really cute little kitchen tiling and stuff like that. Anything is better than off-center creeper face down there. And next up is the warped door. Unpopular opinion, F tier. I'm not gonna use it. Look at it, it looks so weird. I don't know, I don't know why, I just dislike it. It makes me uncomfortable. Okay, and then finally we have the soul lantern and the soul campfire. Soul lantern, obviously S tier. I love using it. I think it looks so cool compared to a lantern. I just like the blue fire. Blue fire is cool. It makes me think of Blue Exorcist, which is one of the first animes I ever watched. So that's why these are so high ranked. It reminds me of anime. That was a hyperfixation of mine for some time, so obviously just it's gonna be ranked pretty high, but yeah, I think that about sums it up. That is our final ranking. Okay, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed making these. I don't know if you guys enjoy watching them, but I think this is fun. Suggest in the comments down below what you want me to rank next. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!